Hi everybody, welcome back to online course on Excel from beginners to advanced. This session will be covering about these options available in Excel: moving and copying data in an Excel sheet, moving and copying an Excel sheet, changing the width of the column and height of the rows, hiding and unhiding Excel rows and columns as well as sheets, renaming the Excel sheet, deleting an Excel sheet, inserting images, inserting Excel shapes, formatting Excel shapes, and working with Excel Smart Art. Let us come back to our demo session. Here we have a table. We will see one by one all these concepts. Moving and copying data in an Excel sheet. Okay, I have a table here. I need this table in another sheet or any other area. So I need not type this data once again and need not create table once again. Simply what I can do is I can select this table, right click on your mouse, click on copy, and I can go wherever I want and I can paste the cells, a table wherever I want. So this way I can move the table from one sheet to another sheet or from one area to another area or wherever I want. For example, I do not want this table in this place. I want to move this table from this place and need to place it here. So what I can do is I can select the table and I can keep the cursor on these moving dotted lines. I can see a four-headed arrow. Once I see the four-headed arrow, hold on it, drag it down or drag it wherever you want. Now I have moved this table from the top end and I have pasted it to the lower end. Even I can drag this table and keep it here. So this is possible. We need not type the table once again. So this we call it as moving data from one part to another part. Then moving and copying an Excel sheet. Okay, so I have this Excel sheet. I want to make a copy of this sheet itself. So for that what we do is normally people will do like this. They will select the entire sheet and copy it and go to the new sheet. There they will paste it. While doing like this, we need to repeat all the formatting activities once again. That takes more time once again. So instead of doing that, what I can do is here I need to copy this sheet as another sheet. So instead of selecting and copying and going there and pasting it, simply what I can do is right click on this sheet name. I'm going to copy this sheet 1. So keep the mouser on this sheet name, right click on the mouse, go to move or copy option. Move or copy option will help you to do many things. So you will get a dialog box like this. So there you can see these options. So move selected sheets to where you want to move or copy this sheet, whether to a new book or as one more sheet into this same workbook or a separate workbook, right? So I want to create or copy this sheet into the same Excel sheet, or I'm going to create it as a separate worksheet. So here I have two options, either in this book itself or a new book. If I want to create this copy in the same workbook, I can go with book and I can click on create a copy and click OK. What happens will be sheet 1 will be duplicated and it will be named like sheet 1 within bracket 1, 2 or 3 or whatever it is. I don't want to create the sheet in this book itself. I want to create it as a separate workbook. So for that what I can do is again right click on the same sheet, click on move or copy, Here I need to select new book. I need to select new book. In case if you have already opened many books here, and if you want this sheet to be inserted into the opened sheet, then you can see the list of workbooks available. From there you can select the specified workbook and then click create a copy, then click OK. You will be getting this copy into that worksheet. See, I have selected new book and I have started creating a copy. Now I am clicking on OK. So what happened will be, a new workbook will be created, and in that workbook the sheet whatever I tried to copy it is being copied. This way I can copy one sheet from one workbook to another workbook or to a new workbook. Next one is changing the width and height of cells. Okay. To change the width and height of cells, what we can do is, okay. See, when you keep the cursor on this line, you can see a double-headed arrow. Click on that, you can see the height of the row. So by default it will be 26 pixels. When you want to make a clear printout, you keep it as 30 pixels. So 30 pixels will be a normal one where it will be very clear when you make a printout. So to do that, I need not do this for one by one. Okay. So if I do this by one row, that will consume more time. Even it will be more difficult for us to do it, right? So for that we have two methods to do this. Either I can select this sheet completely and I can do it all at once, right? Clicking on somewhere on the row, I can adjust the height of rows. Okay, so keep it as 30 pixels. So 30 pixels will give you a clear appearance about your data sheet, right? Alternatively, I can go to this format menu on the top right corner, where I can find this row height and column width. Okay, so when I click on row height, that will ask me what should be the row height you are expecting to keep. So since we have already created this, see the current row height is displayed here. If I want to increase this row height, I can do this. I am increasing it to 20. So the moment I click on 20, this will get, this way I can either increase or reduce the row height. Then coming to the column width. So each of this column has a separate width. If I am willing to give a uniform width for all the columns, what I can do is, the same way I can click or select all, then I can go here or anywhere on this joining line, then I can adjust the column width to 100. If I am not comfortable with doing this, I can go to this format menu. There I can see column width. There I can keep it as per I want, right? So this way you can either increase the column width or row height. If you are not comfortable with the size of column or size of row, then you can use this particular option, auto fit height, auto fit column, right? So this way you can also do the resizing activity of column and rows. Then we move on to the next one, hiding and unhiding Excel rows, columns and sheets. Okay, right. Here, if you don't want to display any of this row, we need not delete it. Instead, we can hide it. I tell you how to hide it. So select the row whichever you want to hide. For example, I do not want this last two rows. So instead of deleting it, I can select this. See here, selecting means you should not select like this. You have to go here and you have to select the entire row. After selecting the entire row, right click on your mouse. There you can see an option called hide. So when you click on hide, you can hide the content or row whatever you want to hide. The same way you can also hide the column. So I do not want this particular column, so I am selecting that column, right clicking on the mouse and clicking on hide. So whatever column or row that is selected, that will be hidden. Now I want to bring back that particular column and row. How to do that? How do I know that where is that row is hidden, which column is hidden? Yes, I tell you. By looking into this column ID, you can easily identify which column is being hidden. So here when you look into this column ID, it is A, B and then D. So in between C is missing. So that means that column C is hidden. So to bring that column C, simply select any of this either B column or D column. There you can see unhide option. You can get it from there. Okay, that's not working here, right? Okay, we will select this B and D column, then we go on with the right click, then click on hide. So whatever is hidden there, that will be appearing to you. The same way in column also, next to this 13th row you have 16th row. So in between 14 and 15 is missing. So select this two rows, then right click on your mouse, then select unhide. So this way you can either hide a row or a column or many rows and many columns. Then hiding and unhiding sheets. Okay, right. So here we have many sheets, right? So I do not want all these sheets to display. I want to hide I want to keep only this sheet number 1. Other than sheet number 1, all the sheets should be hidden. Okay, so what I can do is simply select that sheet, right click on your mouse, click hide. Sheet number 3, sheet number 2, the same way you can do. It is not necessary to do one by one. You can even select multiple sheets by pressing the control button on your keyboard. So sheet 2 and sheet 3 I am selecting simultaneously and right click on your mouse, click on hide. So this way you can hide all the sheets whatever you want to hide in your sheet. Okay, now I need to bring back that hidden sheets, right? Okay, where do I know that? Simply by clicking on this plus button, I cannot bring it back. So keep on this cell, sheet name, right click on your mouse, you can see select all sheets. Click select all sheets and then go to unhide. That will show you what are all the sheets that are kept hidden. So you can select the sheets whichever you want to unhide. Okay, so this way I can either hide or unhide the sheets whatever I want to hide or unhide. Then renaming an Excel sheet and deleting an Excel sheet. Okay, yes, here we have many sheets. Okay, so instead of sheet 1 and sheet 1 of 2, I want to rename it as data. Okay, so to do that, what I can do is double click on the sheet name and click and type whatever name you want to give for that sheet. Alternatively, I can keep the cursor here, right click on the mouse where I can find rename option. There also I can rename the sheet. Okay, sheet 3, sheet 2, I don't want to have it in my workbook. I need to remove that sheet from my workbook. How to do that? Right click on the sheet. There you have an option called delete. That will say you a message whether Microsoft Excel will permanently delete this file. Do you want to continue? Yes, I need to continue. So sheet number 2 is deleted. The same way I want to delete sheet number 3. So right click on the sheet name, press delete and say delete. So this way I can delete the sheets in my Excel sheet. Then coming to inserting images. Inserting images in an Excel sheet. Okay. So now we go to insert menu. Whatever you want to insert, you can insert in insert menu. So insert menu will give you many options like pivot table, pictures, online pictures, shapes, smart arts, screenshots, and all types of charts, slices, hyperlink, text box, signature, equations, right? Symbols, header, footer, page numbers, everything can be inserted. Whatever you want to insert to your sheet, that you can get it from this insert option. So here we are supposed to do an insert related to image. Okay, so go to Excel sheet. In insert menu you can see this option called pictures. So once you click on this picture, that will tell you which picture to be inserted. So if you have pictures on your laptop or desktop, then you can choose that particular picture as the selected picture and you can insert it from here. So here these are the images I have. So what I can do is I can select any of the image and click this insert button. So I'm clicking this insert button. So once I click on that insert button, my image will be inserted, where I can resize this image as per I desire. Okay, so to resize the image, many people what they do is they will do like this. They will pull one corner and another corner and they will spend more time on that. So instead of that, what I suggest you is you can keep the cursor on the bottom end where you had a double-headed arrow. This double-headed arrow will help you to resize the image as per your requirement. You see, as a whole, both the column and vertically, horizontally, the image is getting resized. So this way you can use this picture either to enlarge or to shrink it. So this way you can insert any picture into your Excel sheet. Okay, then insert Excel shapes. Okay, again going back to insert menu, there you can see option called shapes. Okay, before that I tell you one more thing. Either if you have pictures on your system, you can select it from this pictures option, or if you want to browse it from internet, and if you have internet connectivity with your system, then you can select pictures through online also. Now we are trying to insert an shape. So shapes can be inserted from this option. Click on that shapes, you get a big drop down list. So from this available shapes, you can insert any shape as you want. For example, I am going to insert this particular shape, right? So the moment I select that type of shape I want to insert, I can see a plus symbol on my sheet. Instead of my mouse cursor, I can see a plus symbol. So wherever I want to insert that symbol, I can simply draw it or drag it. I can get my selected symbol or selected shape. Okay, so what to do with this shape? Either I can have this particular color, or I can change my shape's color. So changing the shape's color is here. So simply keep on this colors, you can see it is getting changed. For more colors, you click on this arrow mark, you can see many colors, and from there you can select the one whichever you want to insert. Okay, so I am selecting this one. Okay, I am not getting a clear image on my shape. Okay, I am selecting this one. Okay, so the shape whatever I have inserted, either I can increase it or decrease it in any of the way. in any of the direction I can resize it. Okay, so here we have an option called a rotate handle. This we call it as a rotator or rotated handle. So by using this I can move it on the either direction. So I can rotate this image to any direction. Okay, so I am rotating it and keeping it this way. This way I can insert an image or a shape as per I want. Let me show you once again. Going to insert menu, selecting the shapes option, where a different types of shapes are available. I can choose the one whichever I like. So I am trying to insert this type of chart, image. See, this is like a ribbon. Okay, so I have inserted it. If I wish to insert a text into that, I can simply type it. For example, I am typing it as certificate. So I have typed it as certificate, but that should be in this mid of the cell, right? So for that, in the previous sessions we have discussed about alignment, center alignment and middle alignment. So we can use this particular area to do that. Okay, so I need this letters to be in capital letters. So to go with the capital letters, here we can use Shift plus F3 button, where all the small letters will be converted into capital letters, right? Shift plus F3 button will help you to convert the text into capital letter, or first letter on capital letter, or capital letter to small letter. So I am changing the font style and increasing the font size to 30. So that seems to be very big, so I can reduce it in this way, right? So this way you can use shapes that are available in Excel. So likewise, any shape you can insert it from here. You can make a text included in that and whatever you want. If you want a text box to get inserted, select the text box, click insert, then type whatever you want. Advertisement, for example, I am clicking. So I am okay. This way I can insert a text box into my Excel sheet. If I want to convert this into an word art, I can select this and I can go back to insert menu. There I can see this word art on the top right corner. So by clicking on that, I can see different type of word art. I can choose any one that I want to convert. See, I can remove this and I can use this type of word art for my worksheet. So if I find it not appearing good, I can again select the other options. Okay, see, these type of options is also available in Excel. So this can be either again it can be resize it to any size. Simply select the text, reduce the size of your font. This way I can insert a text box or a image or shape or whatever I would like to insert. Then formatting Excel shapes. Formatting Excel shapes, that is what I told you now. Changing this color, inserting text into the shape, formatting that shape. These things will be under formatting the shapes. Even if I do not want this particular color, I want to give a mixture of color, then I can right click on this image and I can go to this format shape, where I can get new options here. There I can go with the fill option. In fill option I can go with this type of options also. You see, so every option will give you some predefined designs. Okay, grand fill, So in this, if you want to change this blue color to some other color, change the color here. I'm going to give blue with green. So by adjusting this option, I can give double color to my shape. So this way I can format my shapes. Okay, even for this shape I can give some different colors or different images, or even I can give insert an image into this particular shape. Okay, this is called inserting shapes and working on shapes. This will be available in insert menu. Okay, so I need to draw a border for this, so I can go to this shape outline, where I can choose any color as I want. Before applying this border, this is what the image appearance. So now I'm going to apply a border for this table, for this shape. Going to insert menu, there I can find format menu. There I can find shape outline. In the shape outline I can choose the color in which I want to give outline. Then I can choose the one whichever I desire. The same way for this also. Okay, you can give any color. So shape outline will do this particular type of activity. Then moving on to the next one, working with Excel Smart Art. Okay, working with Excel Smart Art. I am taking a new sheet. To insert a Smart Art, we need to go to Insert. There you can see Smart Art option here. So click on that Smart Art. That will give you many options, right? So on this left side you can see all the available options. All, list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, pyramid, picture, from net. Okay, so you can insert any of this predetermined smart arts. I tell you one thing. Okay, so often we will be drawing many processes. Okay, so we will go with this particular one. We used to call it as steps. So how did I insert this? Going to insert menu, selecting this smart art. There I have selected cycle, and then in this cycle option I have selected the first option and then clicked OK. So the moment I click OK, so I got a diagram which is showing the flow of process. Okay, so we can remove this text, and we can bring out the text whatever we want to insert here. So for example, we will be discussing about life cycle of a particular product, or life cycle of a particular element, life cycle of animal, or the process of doing work. So that can be inserted here. Okay, so how do I insert the text here? Either I can directly insert it here, or on the top left corner I have this text pan. By clicking on this text pan, I can see these options, right? So keep on the last one, press backspace, right? You can get a small circle. From here I can start, right? Start. The second process will be process. Okay, so once you press enter key, what happens will be the other circle will be getting inserted. Design, evaluate, okay, implement, and likewise as per your requirement you can increase the number of circles. Okay, so this way you can rename the circle name and use it for your presentations. So if you want to remove this, click on this, that will go away, right? So here in this area you can see a left arrow. Click on that left arrow. From there also you can go to this particular options. Okay, so this way you can insert a smart art into your sheet. So if you want to change the style of this smart art, then you can see the available options here, whereby you can select it from the available designs, styles. Okay, so this one will be related to working with smart arts in Excel, right? The same way what I can do is, even I can change the color of my circles. Okay, I can resize this. Okay, so this way you can modify the style of your smart arts. Okay, so hierarchy. So you can draw a flow chart or a hierarchy chart by using this particular options. Okay, so selecting any one of this option and clicking OK, that will give you a hierarchy. So here again you can go here and insert the hierarchies. Okay, okay, this way you can insert subordinates one line to another line and so on. So this is how you will be working with smart arts in Excel. Then the other options available in Excel, that we will be discussing in our further courses and further sessions. Okay, so for that you need not need any sample data, so you can work on it on your own. In case of any clarifications you require, you just text to me. Let me get you the answer through text or during our live sessions. And that's it with this today's